It's funny. So I was talking a lot about manga series that I love to read on the morning commute. I was just looking through Amazon and I was looking at a ton of the manga box sets they have. Because for my money, the box set is the best way to get a series that you really want. Because a lot of the times, well, back in my day, manga, that was so fucking cringe. When I was younger, when I was in high school, oh gosh, manga volumes were like if it was a Shonen Jump manga, it was like $10, like 9.99. And it's funny, I remember reading old Yu-Gi-Oh volumes, and on the back, like old volumes from my local library. They were from like the early to mid 2000s. On the back, the price was like $7.98. So these used to be $8. When I was collecting them and they were new, they were $10. Now, the new ones are like $12. Like you look at any new manga on Amazon, any manga, like Shonen Jump manga volume, like the standard around 200 pages manga volume, it's like $11 and some change. Which, I mean, a lot of times on Amazon, those guys will go on sale. So I try to wait for them to go on sale. But speaking of box sets go on sale all the freaking time. And it's weird. Like sometimes some manga will have dedicated box sets. Some of them will just have like sellers that are selling like a certain number of volumes. Like Slam Dunk is a manga that I have the first volume somewhere. I've had the first volume of Slam Dunk for some reason. I think I got it at the mall when I was like a sophomore in high school. I was collecting Dragon Ball Z a ton back then. And I got Slam Dunk Volume 1 randomly. And I read it and I really enjoyed it. People say Slam Dunk is like, it's like one of the most highly rated manga ever. Like I think on, like, it's not My Anime List. It's like the manga website equivalent of that. Like something like Berserk is 1, Steel Ball Run is 2. Like Slam Dunk is in the top 5 and it's a shonen. So I really want to read that. And that reminds me, I'd be down to actually read Monster. Well, actually, no, now that I think about it, I did. That's a video for another day. But I read Monster back in college like 2 years ago. But Slam Dunk is a series I want to get. I was just thinking about all the series that I want to get into. Claymore, I heard it's like Shonen Berserk, but the main character is a girl. That sounds really cool. Claymore's like a super... In the more niche series, it's a popular shonen, I would say. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I love this series. I mentioned this before. I just checked. I have the second Tokyo Ghoul box set. I have Tokyo Ghoul Re's box set, not the OG Tokyo Ghoul. I'd be down to get the OG Tokyo Ghoul's box set. It's just not on sale right now. Bakuman, that's like a manga about making manga from the guys who made Death Note. I've seen that box set for a while. I've never bought it though. It's actually funny going back and looking at these box sets. When I was in high school, what I used to do, I would literally just fantasize about buying these box sets and having all of the manga. It's hilarious. Speaking of the Death Note creators, Death Note has a box set that's been on sale for a while. I should probably get that soon. And what else? The Dragon Ball box sets. I mean, I literally have them. You want to talk about a series I have all the box sets for? Well, I have the Dragon Ball Z box set and I have all the individual volumes for Dragon Ball. But Bleach is shockingly a series that I have all the box sets for. I have all 3. Say what you want about Bleach. I love Bleach. I really fuck with Bleach. It's a series that's very important to me because I started it when I was in high school. I read the first box set when I was in high school. And then in college, I got back into the series and I read it from the beginning to the end. And I read some of it online, but I was lucky enough to read a lot of it physically. And that's the thing, like, this stuff is so expensive, but books are just wonderful, and I love collecting them, It's always better. I'm so used to reading stuff online. It's so much better to read it in person, and I'm not used to that. When I was in high school, I read all my manga physically, but in college, I read like 90% of my manga digitally, and now, other than series that I'm caught up on, like Sakamoto Days or Chainsaw Man, those are like the main ones that I read weekly. I read those digitally. The main manga I read, it's physical now, and it's a good thing. It's nice.